Hey guys, I haven't made a video for YouTube in a really long time. It's been so long that I have this fear about it, that I'm not prepared yet. I want it to be a certain way. I want to have a certain script, but I know that those fears are just stories I'm telling myself and that I should just do it because the best way to push past those fears is to just go and do it. I also believe deeply that all of these fears that we have, any emotion that we have that may be otherwise unpleasant, is an opportunity for us to learn and for us to grow. And when we can push past those fears, or not just push them aside, but really dive into them, investigate why we feel that way, and then realize the truth that we don't have to feel that way, as opposed to just pushing them past and be like, I don't want to feel that way. But going deep within them and discovering the truth behind why we don't have to feel that way, so that it's actually healed and you can actually learn and you can grow from that experience, as opposed to sweeping it under the rug. One of my favorite little analogies is every time you sweep something under the rug, suddenly you have this very lumpy rug where you can easily trip and fall because you're trying to hide all of your shadow under your surface that should be flat and smooth and easy for you to gracefully slide across. So that's what this video is today about. Just a brief little insight into the fact that your life and everything around you is your school. Back in the day, there used to be mystery schools, and there are still mystery schools, but these ancient occult schools where people would go and learn the knowledge of the universe and try to figure out how to master themselves and master this reality and learn all that there is to know. But what we have this opportunity is that every day is a mystery school for us. We don't need to go into these ancient lineages, which we can, and they have so much value for us. But if we are able to realize that we don't need something outside of ourselves, like this school, like this ancient tradition, in order to find this divine that we're looking for, in order to find the pathways to heal ourselves and to grow into our full expression of our being and reach our highest potential, we don't need things that are outside of ourselves. Well, we can enjoy them and we can experience them and let them help shape and form and grow us. To be dependent, to be codependent on things outside of yourself for your growth limits you from growing yourself. All of your emotions are a school for you, is a teacher for you. What makes you happy, what keeps you in bliss, what really gets you excited. Follow more of that. Call more of that into your life. The times where you might feel less than blissful, whether it's sadness and fear and depression and all of the emotions that we would rather not feel, those are big opportunities for us to go deep within and realize, why are we feeling this way? What limiting belief am I holding on to that is calling this back into my life? Because it will keep coming back into your life until you learn the lesson that is trying to be thrown at you. This whole world that we experience is a reflection of our own inner beliefs. What is occurring outside is what is occurring inside. As above, so below, as within, so without. And we are all here consciously creating together. But you, in your own reality, have the power to create your life. And if you can watch nature, use everything as your mystery school. If you watch nature, there are metaphors all around us that can really just enrich the way in which you live. Like when I'm weeding, right? When I'm weeding and going through trying to harvest the plants that are ready to be eaten and taken into our bodies and go on to their next level of life, which is to become part of our cells so it can experience in a new way. I rip weeds out. I cut some of the leaves that are brown and not looking so hot. But it's not as if they are rejected. They just get another chance to try again. They get to decompose and become the fuel for the new growth that is about to come, so that is another chance for them to be ready to be harvested in a beautiful way. Maybe it's the river and a reed growing in the river. One of my other favorite analogies or metaphors is that when a reed is growing in a river, its roots are so strong that no matter how hard and tough the current is, it will not be swept away. It will hold true to itself. It will anchor down into the earth and remain resilient. But the reed is also very flexible and is willing and able to bend with any whim that the river may bring it. This gives it the resilience to stay in its own ground and its true authenticity to itself, but also the flow and the ability to be flexible and to take whatever change may come to it while still holding on to its authenticity. And if we can adapt these principles that we see out in nature into our own lives, that is our mystery school. This is us learning. This is us growing. This is us finding the way. Everything that you see in life is a teacher for you. There are signs and symbols and messages all around. And the more that you take notice of them and follow the path and thank your intuition for bringing you these messages, for allowing you to see and receive these messages, the more these messages will come to you. And your whole life can turn into this magical world of synchronicities and opportunities and divine messages. Your life is already that. But when we don't have our awareness focused in on it, we forget. We don't seem to realize how wonderful and amazing and clear the world is to us. So if we can take a moment, look within, look without, feel our feelings, and have everything that comes at us be a teacher, be a lesson. We are teaching teachers to teach teachers, and the teachers of the world are teaching us so that we can spread the message, and all of our shared energy and our shared learning will co-create a beautiful golden age future for all of us. So I ask you all now to take a moment to feel your emotional body within. If you have been triggered by anything that I've said here, why? Figure it out. Like, go deep within and figure out what it is that is triggering you. Because toxic people in the world, people who have their own toxic problems, things that they are working on, if that affects you and if that bothers you, that's something you need to work on, and that is your lesson, and that is the teaching that you need to focus on at the moment. The world around you, numbers, signs, a random lyric on the radio that comes into your consciousness for some reason. If we can take a moment to really take in all of these messages and signs and to learn every opportunity that we are given to learn, you will see such accelerated growth. You will be able to step into your bliss. You will be able to see all of the burdens as blessings, and your vibration, you're raising that vibration within you, will spread out to raise the vibration of others. So I encourage you all today to find all of the lessons and all of the signs, whether it's outside of you or within you, because they all relate and they are all the same. And then spread it out to the world. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.